Hey guys, Jimmy here, and it was a surprisingly busy day. For not being employed, it was a surprisingly busy day. So I woke up, and that is to say, I dragged myself out of bed. It wasn't like so much as I got up as I kind of fell onto the floor and then crawled away. But I got up, and I walked the dogs, and then I decided, I'm gonna finish Celeste, the video game I've been playing, because I started last night, but I wasn't. I was kind of tired and I was in a bad mood, and there were some parts in the game I didn't like, so I was a little bit agitated. So I'm like, I need a break. So I started to play Celeste, and after a good while, it took me. There were some parts where I was fuming with some of those scenes. Like overall, I love the game, but I was fuming with some of the game sections. So I had to take some more breaks. When I finally beat it, there was a lot of editing to do, especially since the PlayStation 4, it has limits to how much cuts you can have. So I had to edit it and then make it into a video and then edit it again. I think I did that once or twice. And then I started to upload it. And while I was uploading it, or not uploading it because it takes forever to actually make it into a video, I decided to lie down and take a nap. And as I was taking a nap, my mom, she asked me, "Hey, you want to learn to drive now? You want to finally learn to start taking your lessons." And I didn't, but I need to. And the thing is, if I don't start, I'm never gonna do anything. Like it's starting the hardest part. So I'm like, yeah, I need to. But the thing is, it was loading on my, it was rendering or whatever, turning it into a video on my thing. And so I kept like, maybe we should, like not giving her a clear answer because I wanted this thing to do it, because you couldn't just stop it. You would have to stop it. Like you couldn't pause it. And so I'm like, you know what, or something else. I'm like, why don't we do this? And then finally, I felt bad because it was taking so long. So I said, you know what, let's go get something to eat instead. And then it finished. So I'm like, you know what, let's go and have a quick lesson. And it was a pretty quick lesson. It was surprisingly quick. I guess it's because my mom, she's not really a teacher, so she didn't know where to start or how to go about it. So basically, I just took the car around in circles, and she's like, "Okay, stop. Okay, go. Okay, stop. Okay, go." And that was kind of it. And we did that for like 20 minutes, and then she's like, "Okay, I need a pee, so let's get something to eat and go home." So we did it, and then I was looking over the video on the PlayStation. I realized, oh yeah, there's some other stuff that I had to add. So I added stuff, and then I edited, and then I had to wait for that to load again. And then while I was waiting, my dad's like, "Hey, we're gonna go do grocery shopping afterwards." And of course, I'm like, I literally was just in this position, but luckily he was in no hurry to go, and there was some time, and it managed to get through, and I could put it to, what's the word, upload while I went to go shop. And I thought we were gonna go shop at Shitmart because that's where we always go shopping. But I had asked him about Stands, and he's like, "Well, didn't you want to go to Stands?" And I'm like, "Sure." So we went to Stands, and I've never been to Stands before. So I get to put a new location on my because it was like, go see a new place or go visit a new place every month or every week or something like that. So I got to add one of those to that. As for Stands itself, it's a place where you buy in bulk and everything. So I guess it's very popular. There was a line outside. For the last couple months, there's not really been a line in front of Shitmart, but there was a line in front of Stands, and we kind of debated for a little bit. Should we go or should we not? And in the end, we ended up going, and it was pretty fast. I mean, the fact that I had, my phone and I had YouTube videos on there, it probably helped. But we were in there, I think, like in 10, 15 minutes. And then we went into Stands. And that place is a warehouse. Like it's an actual warehouse. Like it's stocked up like a warehouse, which is just crazy to me because I figured it would be like Shitmart, and they would both kind of like it would just be like any other store. No, it is massive and sprawling, and it's almost got like this Indiana Jones and that forbidden sector at the end of the Ark of Covenant kind of feel to it. which was really incredible. And I had no idea where anything was, and that was weird because it's been a long time since I went to somewhere where I didn't know where anything was. And yeah, there was a lot of interesting things. Nothing really. The main thing I wanted was drinks because I need to have a beverage when I eat. Plus, I failed to make like a shopping list before we went, so and I didn't want to go overboard like I normally do. So I just got drinks and some biscuits and a huge thing of cream cheese. And that's because again I didn't want to go crazy or anything. But what really kind of impressed me too was the selection of actually food that they have. I didn't go to their deli. I heard their deli's fantastic, but they had this really great sushi section. They had like Mexican plates that you heat up. They had these, I don't know what they're called. It was like $15 for four, and it was basically pork stuffed with bacon and cheese. And I'm like, that's something I'm gonna have one of these days. And there was just so much stuff. Like I was kind of blown away, and I was kind of disappointed too because I figured I would run into some people I didn't know because there was a lot of people who shopped at Shitmart and suddenly they stopped coming or they didn't come nearly as often. So I always assumed they just shopped there, but I didn't see anybody I knew too. Yeah, the last kind of awkward thing was when I was paying, and I'm so used to Shitmart where it's like where it tells you is this it, and you just put your card in and it reads it and you take it out and you get a receipt. And I did that, and I ignored that is this it button, and nothing happened, and it just said authorizing, and I started to panic, and I'm like, well, what's going on? And I didn't want to push the this is it button because I didn't want it to do something weird with my charging, like say, oh well, you have to restart over, or we're gonna get somebody to come and talk to you or whatever. So I called for help, and the lady's like, yeah, you just push it, and yeah, it gave me the receipt. But it was still kind of a tense moment, a very tense moment. Also, as far as the sushi goes, to kind of like backdrop, no, I didn't get any. It's not that it didn't look good, it's just that it had like sushi prices that you see at like the regular restaurants. I mean, a few dollars cheaper, but it was basically sushi prices. And I'm like, do I really want to get that from stands? Maybe someday. Like I do want to try some of them, but I couldn't bring myself to it. Like as soon as I make some kind of other form of income that's not like just a job related, I'll probably get some sushi and some of the other cool things that they had. Oh wait, the other thing I got was tuna steaks because it was like $7 at Shitmart for 2 or 3, but there was like this much bigger deal at Stan's, and I got some of those too. The weird thing though, because I decided I wanted to have poppers, but the really weird thing though was they didn't have jalapenos there. They had huge things of bacon, like these really impressive size packages of bacon. I don't know if it's any good though, and that's the other thing that I'm not sure about with Stan's is it was all these brands I'd never heard about. I mean, it might be perfectly good, but it's just I never heard of any of these brands at all. So that was it was always like just I forget what it was, but these were names where you hear it and you're like, it's just big. These are names meant to make you think of something big. What else? I mean, the food was really impressive. The desserts, they looked awesome, but I'm like, nope, I can't be there. What I like too is like there were certain areas like the milk and produce. You actually went in there into the fridge instead of like shopping outside and getting stuff outside. You went into the fridge, and that brought back a lot of memories because the main place I used to work at in Shitmart was the dairy section, and you would go in, and we spent all day basically inside a cooler. So that was cool too. We ended up getting this pizza, and it was like a $6 pizza, and my dad's been wanting to try it for a long time. He liked it. It was, I don't know, you ever eat pizza and like the cheese is good and the bread's okay, but something about it is just, it feels like mushy. Like it's not bad, but it has this mushy kind of feel to it. Like it's cooked and it's solid, but it feels like mushy. I don't know how to explain it. And the cheese tasted like Red Baron cheese, which that's great because I love Red Baron. So yeah, I went home after that. I relaxed. I spent more money than I should have, but that was going to happen. And I was going through the internet and I was looking for things to make or whatever for keto. And the last thing I'm going to leave you on, and you can look this up too because I didn't believe it. There are a lot of keto cream cheese recipes, and these things look cool. Like one is keto pancakes or keto cookies, and there was a few other things, but basically, I mean, I know jalapeno poppers are super keto. So yeah, apparently cream cheese, and I checked it up too. Is cream cheese because it's all fat. There's like point something grams of carbs or whatever, and it's got very little carbs, very little protein. It's basic protein. It's basically like a block of fat. So it's I didn't even think about it, but yeah, it's a keto. You can use it as a mainstay. I'm pretty sure it's not price efficient as a mainstay, but it does work as a keto mainstay. So yeah, I was very happy about that. I was very happy about that. So well, except I didn't actually know about that before I went shopping, or I would have bought keto stuff, or stuff for the recipe that we didn't have. But still, live and learn. But yeah, anyways, it was a pretty interesting end of March. I mean, end of February. I'm really looking forward to March now. But yeah, this is Jimmy signing out. You guys have a good one. Bye.